Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into some really powerful source material. We're talking about the lyrics from U2's Beautiful Day. Our mission, really, is to unpack how these words take us on this journey. From feeling totally stuck, completely hemmed in, to embracing a much wider, more hopeful way of looking at the world. It's all about finding that beauty, that possibility, even when things feel, well, pretty tough. Let's dive in. So the song kicks off with this immediate sense of being limited, maybe even frustrated. Bono gives us lines like, "The heart is a bloom, shoots up through the stony ground." You feel that struggle straight away.
That stony ground is such a strong image.
Yeah, and then that feeling that there's no room, no space to rent in this town. That really lands if you've ever felt, cornered by life. It builds quickly, too, being out of luck, the traffic is stuck,
Yeah.
and you're not moving anywhere. It feels almost claustrophobic, doesn't it?
It really does. And what U2 does so brilliantly there, I think, is use these very concrete, almost suffocating images, no space, stuck traffic. But they're metaphors, right? For that mental, that emotional paralysis, that feeling of being stuck.
Right, it's not just literal traffic.
Exactly. The lyrics talk about having no destination, being in the mud, in the maze of her imagination. It's like an internal feeling made external. It makes that starting point feel incredibly real, very visceral. For anyone who's felt that way, they really capture that sense of being trapped.
Okay, so you've got this build-up, this feeling of being completely hemmed in, and then bam, the chorus hits. It's a beautiful day, don't let it get away. It's such a stark contrast.
It is, isn't it?
1 minute, total gridlock the next.
Yeah.
Beautiful day. How does that shift happen so fast without feeling, I don't know, jarring? Is it just flipping a switch inside?
Well, I think that suddenness is actually part of the point. It mirrors how sometimes that mental shift can be sudden.
Yeah.
It's not saying the traffic is gone or the problem's vanished. It points more towards an internal choice, maybe a sudden, almost defiant realization. And that command, don't let it get away, that's crucial.
Right, it's active.
Yes, it suggests you have to intentionally grab onto that moment of joy or opportunity, despite the challenges that are probably still there. It's like you choose to see the beauty.
And right after that choice, it feels like the whole view just expands massively. The song tells us to see the world in green and blue, and then throws all this amazing global imagery at us. China right in front of you, canyons broken by cloud, even tuna fleets clearing the sea out.
Yeah, and the Bedouin fires, the oil fields.
Exactly. It's such a huge leap from being stuck in town, isn't it?
It's a really masterful contrast. And that broader view, that almost aerial perspective, it's key to the song's message, I think. It sort of forces you to look beyond your own immediate struggles and see this vast, complex world out there.
And those images themselves.
They carry so much meaning. Think about the bird with a leaf in her mouth. After the flood, all the colors came out. That's pure renewal, right? Hope after disaster.
Yeah.
But even images like the tuna fleets, as you mentioned, there's beauty, but maybe a hint of tension too, human impact. It's not a perfect world, but it's vast and significant. It completely shatters that earlier feeling of being small and confined.
And then towards the end, it kind of circles back, but to this place of inner strength, maybe simplicity. You get that line, "I know I'm not a hopeless case," which feels like a really personal anchor after all that global scope.
Definitely. It's a declaration of resilience.
And then the line that always gets me, "What you don't have, you don't need it now." Wow.
Yeah.
That feels liberating.
It really is, isn't it? It cuts right through so much noise. Those lines, they reinforce this idea of self-acceptance, of letting go of what you think you lack. The song seems to argue that real contentment, real beauty, it doesn't come from getting more stuff or having perfect circumstances.
It comes from inside.
Exactly. It comes from shifting how you look at things, what you decide actually matters, finding that inner richness.
So wrapping this up, our deep dive into Beautiful Day. It really maps out this incredible journey, doesn't it? From feeling constrained, stuck in the mud, basically, to expanding your view, seeing the vastness, the beauty in the world, and also finding strength inside.
Precisely. And it makes you reconsider what a beautiful day even is. It's not necessarily flawless. It's maybe not about ignoring the stony ground or the traffic. They might still be there,
Right.
but it's a day you choose to see differently, with appreciation, with that inner strength, recognizing beauty despite the difficulties.
So maybe the thought to leave you with is this. Based on our dive today, what stony ground might you be navigating? And is there some beauty, some new perspective you could find just by, well, choosing to see it? What beautiful day could you maybe claim for yourself right now?